Yeah, I want to show some love, give some support to my boy Devin, founder of U-Talk Nation. Continuous success, brother. And all I gotta say is, it ain't no me without you, baby.
Ain't no me without you, baby.
It ain't no me without you, baby.
Yeah, you talk, it's the people show. Look, you talk, let the people know. Look, yeah.
This is hurricane season. Only legends come up out there, you like Chris and Teigen. Name a letter better, W, that's what we preaching. Hurricane force winds whenever we breezing. Got rings for a reason. Look, we treat a gator like the swamp people. And Seminoles like the block people. And for my dogs, our dry people. Just being frank, I got they flank like a cornerback. And I ain't even much a Florida cat. But hurricanes, I know more of that than most. Cause I seen them turn our houses into boats. That's that real talk, baby. I hope you was taking notes. That's that real talk, baby. Yellow Nation, coast to coast. Is that U-Talk?
Yeah.
It's U-Talk, baby.
Yeah.
It's U-Talk, baby.
The #1 podcast.
Yeah. U-Talk family, what go on? This your boy D, and of course, y'all know I got the usual suspects with me. My guy, Mr. Larry Frank Jr., and my guy, my brother as well, Mr. George Diaz Ghost, is in the building. And y'all know how we start off every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby. U-Talk Nation, Kane Nation, what's going on? Shout out to the chat. Darren Rayford, what's going on? Taz Haitian is in the building, man. What's going on, Taz? Oh, B-Mike is in the building, fellas. B-Mike is in the building, man. Shout out to B-Mike. What's going on? Shout out to the Miami Hurricanes, man. Shout out to the super producer, the man himself, Mr. King
DJ Production in the building.
King Judge, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight, man? What's good? U-Talk family, Kane Nation. You gotta feel good. Larry Frank Jr., my brother. Ghost, my brother. You gotta feel good. A 3-0 start. We wasn't at this point last year. You gotta feel good. And we got a special guest on with us tonight. I'm gonna bring him on pretty soon. But first, I'm gonna go around the room. And I want y'all to give me something, man. Tell me how you feel tonight on the Friday night. Derek Offer, what's going on? Y'all come on in here, man. What's going on? Let's go. Larry Frank, your Miami Hurricanes, our Miami Hurricanes, a 3-0 start. George Diaz, a 3-0 start. Come on, Larry Frank, it's on you. How you feel tonight, brother? Talk to me.
All I got to say is 3 consecutive weeks, 38 points. 38 points, 48 points, 48 points. And on defense, 3. 33, but it's a quote unquote 33. Not really true 33. And 7. Let me tell you something. I think we may have scored more points in the first 3 weeks of the season than possibly all last year. Or pretty close to it. That's saying something. I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. What up, Troy? I'm feeling great, man. I didn't get a chance to watch the entire game last night. I was able to chime in on bits and pieces, but I caught the second half. I saw a lot of the second and third string guys get in. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Future looks good. We're good in that running back room. Chris Johnson was like a video game on his touchdown. Damari Brown. Let me tell you something. He hit that boy so hard, I felt it when that helmet came on. And Emery, moving forward, for the other side, he gets in, he looks good. I think, when we transition from TBD to whoever will be the next quarterback to take over, what's happening, Sherry? I think it'll be a point where, if it is Emery that gets that starting job moving forward, I really think the transition won't be that bad because he'll have weapons, he'll have receivers, a better O-line, better O-linemen coming in, and he already is going to know this offense. So overall, man, I was very impressed. I know it was Bethune, but I was very impressed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
talk to me, man.
It's impressive when, I saw a lot of fans complain that we didn't put up 70. But when you don't put up 70, it was domination. It was 48. And the reason you didn't put up 70 is we had that Kobe Young fumble in the end zone, cost us 7, which it happens. Mistakes happen in football. And we ran the ball. And remember that now when you complete a pass, the time doesn't stop. You run out of bounds, time doesn't stop unless it's under 2 minutes. So you got to take that into account. So the clock's running. You don't have that much time. So when you're running the ball, you're just killing time. So I think that's the
Also,
reason
George,
why we didn't put.
before I forget, give them that stat that me and you were just talking about, man. Give them that stat that we was talking about. This is amazing about the
Oh
wide
yeah.
receivers.
So wide receivers in the country. This is nation numbers. You got Restrepo at number 3, Kobe Young at 22, and Jacoby George at 25. I don't know when was the last time UM had 3 top 25 wide receivers in receiving yards in the nation in week 3. So that says a lot about Dawson and his play calling and this offense clicking. And man, like I said, what we've been preaching last year, the year before that, offensive line.
Mhm.
When our offensive line is pushing forward and giving quarterback time back there, makes a big difference. And you could tell, hey, I don't know. I know it was Bethune-Cookman, but yesterday TVD looked nonchalant like this is just great. It's great to play behind this offensive line. I don't know. That's the vibe I got out of him watching him
Mhm.
yesterday,
Mhm.
So to me, they dominated. They did what they had to do. They got their starters out at halftime. A couple of them started the third quarter, but that was it. And that's what you want to see against these teams, man.
That's what's up, man. So, listen, you guys, without any further ado, we have a special guest, man. You guys know him. He's been a day one brother, man, just like Larry Frank, just like George Diaz, just like all of us from day one, man. B Mike, Daryl, Rayford, Derek, Alford, all of you guys, Jeffrey O'Neill. This is our brother too. He started up his own show. We're talking about AO Ant Rant from the Miami Mayhem Show, Miami Flow Network, man. So we're gonna bring him in, man. Shout out to our boy, man. AO Rant is in the building. Let's welcome
Hey, what's happening? Man, we've had 2 games since I seen you guys last. Like that's wild to say out loud. Like, bro,
Right.
we're 3-0. Like, you guys got me making me want to go through a wall already. I'm ready. Let's do this, man.
Hey, yo, man. What's up, man? You on Utah, man. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight on a Friday night? I got George and I got Larry's, man, input on what they thought about the game last night, man. We want to hear what your thoughts are, man. Like, what did you get from it, man? Like, how you feeling about the win?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a little quote from a movie and say, "Are you not entertained?" Like, because realistically, look at what we did with A&M. We did what we absolutely needed to do in every phase of that game, except for the DJ. I did hear about your guys' DJ down in Miami, and I addressed that already. But otherwise, in the DJ, everything that you wanted to happen in front of those recruits, anything that you wanted to happen for the fan base, for the game on the field, every aspect we did what we needed to do. Then you switch it over, and you could have had a letdown game, right? How many times have we seen that the Miami team comes out sluggish and we're starting to feel ourselves a little bit, right? We might have hit a club or 2 this week. And you came out and dominated Bethune. And I love what Go said. Like, what's really the other side of that? Can you come out and you beat the hell out of Bethune-Cookman? Like, what is that really going to draw you? You know what I mean? Like you said, like 70 points. Are we really excited about 70 points, 80 points on them? Or are we going to look at like, you could have pulled out the starters earlier? You know what I mean? Versus you dominated the game. Your young guys got in there. You walked away with no injuries. And I got really nervous about that Kobe Young hit because that was targeting. That was a missed call, And otherwise than that, you did exactly what you needed to do. And for the recruiting out there, you only look better and better. And I love your guys' stat on the receivers. That's money in the pocket right now. I love it.
Mm-hmm. It was a great win. I think me and Larry Frank was talking about this a while ago. Larry Frank, this offensive line looks totally different, like Larry Frank. I mean, This is not the same line. These are different guys. I think a carryover from what Jalen Rivers is the only guy that was on the line last year. And, we sent him his praises all last year, too, because he was one of the standouts, the only standouts to me that was on that line. But can we just talk about it a little bit, man, the offensive line, the job that they're doing and keeping TVD upright this year, man? It just looks totally different from last year, man. I'm going to start with you, Frank. Then I go to Ghost, and then we'll go to AO.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to the offensive line, it looks like even their mentality is different. Like the offensive line of years past, as mediocre as they've been, it always looked like, okay, they were just doing it because they had to do it. They had to suit up and play the game, and they didn't really have the pride. They just did the bare minimum. But this offensive line is a lot more physical from what I see. And even if you watch them, even when like Matt Lee and when they start pulling, when they make impact on a block, when they're pulling, you're seeing like collision. And like I said, we noticed it in game one. They had a little bit of trouble against A&M because A&M had prepared for the run, but I really believe that those past years, especially last year, maybe averaging 1.5, 2 yards max a carry, you're going to have a lot of backs with this offensive line being able on first down to get 4 or 5 yards off the first run play. And when you could get short yardage, second and short, and even third and shorter, if you pound it on second down, that really opens up your playbook to get that conversion on third down and keep your offense moving and keep your defense off the field. So kudos to that offensive line, man. And listen, I wasn't down there. George, I know you could speak on this, but I heard and I saw that they had a whole lot of recruits down there for A&M. So I think what they saw against A&M, I think we had a couple of guys, a couple of big names come through this week, if I'm not mistaken. So look for more, man. Look for more. But yeah, offensive line-wise, total improvement.
Yeah,
Come on, Ghost.
Going on the recruits, man, like me and Devin were talking, you win, bro. Recruits are going to show up to play for the U. All right. All you got to do is win. And you saw that between last week and this week, how many you had that 5-star defensive lineman from 2025 commit to us. And you're going to see it. It's going to trickle down. They keep winning, and you're going to hear more of them. And the smoke is in the air with Jeremiah Smith. So we'll see. Just keep winning, and they're going to come. And that offensive line, yeah, last year Jalen Rivers was the only one who started, but Ines Cooper played like 6 games, I believe, on that line. And to me, he's been the most impressive one because he was 400 plus pounds last year. Now he's 350 muscle, and it's impressive. It's impressive to see that commitment and lose that weight and want to be on that offensive line. And like I said earlier on the show, you just see they're just driving forward. Normally, we're used to seeing that line collapsing backward. They're driving forward. They're driving the defensive linemen back. So, and you got Maui Noah on the right. He's a freshman. He's going to make his mistakes. He's going to have his holdings, and it's part of the learning plan. But when you got a freshman that held that Texas A&M line to 0 sacks, because there was no sacks came on that side, and it was 3 holding calls, I believe, on him. It's part of the learning process, but he 0 sacks. So that's something to look forward to. And you got a little piece of Samson yesterday, and he's coming along. He came in, fluffy, and where he played high school, he was just dominating. There wasn't too much competition where he played, unlike Francis, where Francis came from in IMG. That's big boy football. So you're starting to see it come around, man. But it's very impressive to see this line finally be productive, pushing these defensive linemen back and opening up holes and giving time to TVD to, make his reads and make a good throw and just keep moving the football.
Talk to me, AO.
Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. I think that was brilliant. I think the one thing I'll piggyback off of is the one thing I kind of noticed is this coach don't lie. He told you that we needed a lot of work to be done, and we did. And then he told you I want people that like football and love the sport. And that means they're going to be monsters. And when he's talking about it, you understand, like, he wants physicality. And like you guys both mentioned, they're not just getting pushed back, they're getting blown back. Like, I think even the announcers yesterday were like, we could drive a truck through that hole. Like, me and you could. Like, and this was exactly what you wanted to see Miami do. You know, I think a lot of the past teams that you guys kind of mentioned a little bit too is we didn't really have that mentality. You could move a lot of our people around, or if you remember with the Middle Tennessee game, we looked exactly the same. You know, there wasn't that big old, you know, difference of the two, and I think that's been a big part is we now.
Uh-oh. I think we lost AO. And we lost AO. But yeah, but AO, if you come back in, man, we'll bring you right back in. I don't know what happened. We still good. You guys can hear me, George, Larry Frank. We good?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You straight. You straight.
We're just bring him back in when he come back. I think we lost him on his reception. But definitely offensive line look good. And I think that even some of the people that we had on the show, y'all, a while back, when all of these people were talking about, and again, it's still early. It's still early when they was talking about get rid of Mario. Fine, you know, we had some people that was on the show, man, that was pretty mad, man, you know, because they called us groupies, I think, Larry, Frank, and George, man, because we supposed to be Mario, what they say, apologists? That's what they called us. I don't know now, y'all. This looking kind of look different now, man. I wonder if you guys still feel the same way, man. I ain't gonna call no names.
I ain't gonna call no names either, but I'm gonna describe one of them to a T. And I know the chat gonna know who I'm talking about. You know, a certain person in the Miami Kane universe / I ain't gonna even say what world of broadcasting he in. I ain't gonna even say that. But a certain person went on to say on another show, and I know Blaze probably saw it. I know Derek, the guys that watch all of the different programs, they probably saw it. A certain person gonna say that Mario should have had success after year one. That blew me away when he said that. Here's a comment. He should have had success after year one because of how much money he made. You're getting that much money. You're supposed to not go 5-7. When I heard that, I was like,
Man,
I'm just going to not chat. I'm not going to type. I'm not going to call because I just don't want to get disrespectful, and I just let them have it. But, yeah, you got those kind of attitudes. People really felt like the money that Mario is being paid, like he's not above having what happened last year. That team last year, that most of those guys, half of the roster got out of here, those were Manny guys. And hey, credit them to their loyalty and allegiance to Manny. I mean, hey, but with Mario and what he required, they didn't buy in. So if you don't buy in, you're not locked in. And if you're not locked in, what you gonna do? So, you know, but you're right. With some of those attitudes, you know, the man making all this money, he ain't supposed to, you know, go 5-7. All right, bro, whatever. That's how you feel. But I know one thing. I think he's pretty quiet right now after this 3-0 start.
Yeah. In the words of King Kyle, man, let Mario cook. And that's what we've been saying, man. Give him time. But a lot of these guys, I know their mouths are closed right now, man. Hey, yo, I'm going to come back to you because you got disconnected, man. You want to finish your thoughts on the offensive line? Uh-oh, I think he froze up again.
gonna see more come.
We hear you. We hear you, AO.
We hear you, but your screen froze.
Man. Once let me name up.
Good. Take your time, bro. There you go. We see you. Man,
yeah. It's coming through. What up, man on the mission?
What up?
There we go. So yeah. When you're getting the physicality going, you're gonna have a little bit of there's gonna be but I guarantee you we end up with a top 5 class. If you anything above 8,
look at Terry E.
I ain't saying no names, Terry.
We ain't saying no names, Terry.
I ain't saying no names.
We ain't saying no names. We just saying there's a couple of out there. There's a couple people out there, man. Terry E. That fired Mario after 1 year. You know, man, they was calling us groupies, man, because they say we didn't give Mario enough slack that we was giving the guy that was before him, man. That's what they were saying, Terry E. But I'm sure they feel different now, man, because like I say, it's still early, but it don't look like it did last year. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's it. Them Canes, man, what's going on? Them Canes Harris is in the building,
and
man.
if anybody that feels like the sentiments that were expressed, if anybody wants to debate, I'm always up for a good debate. But the debate would have to happen. I mean, D, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you, D. I don't like stepping on your toes because you are the president of Utah Nation. But would it be okay if anybody that had an issue with Mario that wanted to debate come on this platform and debate a brother over here? Where because like I say, either me or Ghost, pick your poison.
What do I call him? I
Bring
would have
it,
no
baby.
problem. I
Bring
would have
it.
no problem with that, sir. I
Yes,
would have
sir.
no problem, man. So,
Bring it.
like we said, give Mario time to do his thing. And look what we are reaping the benefits of what this man is going to do here. Like I said, 2 more years. I said 4 years. Give him a little time, man. Just give him some time. But they say, man, if you want to smoke, if y'all want to debate anything, feel free. You can come over here. Shout out to Brother Blaze. What's going on? Caller, you on the line with Utah. State your name and where you calling from.
It's the Magic City.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Hold up. I got to do this introduction. Let me do this introduction right here. I did on the other night. Let me do this introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to express his opinion, the one and the only Mr. Man, y'all better call him Mr. Magic. What's up, Mr. Magic?
What's happening, family?
What's good? Talk to us.
We good.
How you doing?
We good.
How y'all doing, man?
Well, we good, man. How you doing
Larry
tonight?
Frank, Ghost.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. Larry Frank, let me tell you something, bro. Right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody's assholes, and everybody got one. Them assholes you talking about, don't worry about them. You heard me? Because check this out. The 27 players that left here, 8 of them had started this week. 4 of them started permanently, and ain't none of them did shit.
This is part of the show.
So you let them know that Mario had a shithole. Mario had a shithole to deal with last year.
I hear you, Mr. Magic.
Come on.
Let them know. Let them know.
So the thing, what I'm saying is this. Okay, we did what we were supposed to do last night. Kudos to everybody. I love the call Mario did when he called his timeouts and we scored in 35 seconds after the fumble and they called the penalty on us. I'm cool with that. I want to give shout outs to Chase and who else? Goddamn Ruby Bain, fucking Brown knocked the head off the fucking player. I thought he decapitated that motherfucker.
It's Utah,
you know
baby.
What I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
But on the other hand, bro, you know I'ma love them when they're doing right, and I'ma tell them about their ass when they're doing wrong. Y'all ready?
Come on.
Talk to me.
All right, goddammit. LT and Gidry, goddammit, boss a move.
It's Utah, baby.
Now, LT, I seen you show up the first play. And I ain't see your ass no more. Get your shit together. Now, Gidry, we got to do something. That wheel route that's coming around, we getting blown out the water with, we need to fix that shit. We need to set the edge, and on that interception that they call back for a penalty, if you look above that man, that guy was wide as open and nobody covered him. So we need to get our shit together talking about going on this road, because you got 3 games. You got 3 games where they show that they can't cover these. They can't cover they can't keep the edge, and they can't cover the running back coming on the wheel route. So you got to get your shit together, or goddamn get on down the road, because we ain't got time for the bullshit. Don't get me hyped up and then show me a good time and then shit on me.
It's you talk, baby.
It's the badge.
So I tell y'all, brothers, I love what you're doing, and they need to get their shit together. And yeah, I'm proud of what they doing, and we 3-0. But goddamn it, if we want to go farther, they gotta fix some shit. And I tell y'all, brothers, y'all have a blessed night, and I love y'all, brothers, man.
And we love you too. You already know.
We love you back. We love you back, Mr. Magic.
All right, bro.
All right, Mr. Magic. We'll talk to you.
It's you talk, baby.
Yes, sir. Great call. Great call. I think me and Joel were talking about this too in the back room, man. It was great to see some of the young players get an opportunity to play, because we're going to need them later. Y'all already know. We're going to need them later, man. So him being able to get the guys in and give them some reps, I thought that was important as well. So let's talk about that on defense, man. We got Chris Kane calling in. Let me grab this call real quick, y'all. It's you talk, Chris Kane. We already know who it is, man. What's going on, brother? What's
good? Hey, yo, what up with you, man?
What happened?
Oh, man. Boy, you a fool, boy. Yeah, man is a fool, boy, but I'm gonna tell you something. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Unless we want to be 3-8 or 3-9 or whatever else, we're gonna have to make some changes. He a fool though. But overall, I think we did all right. I give the performance a B+. You know, it ain't, you know, we didn't go out there acting like we were world beaters, but now I'm hearing something for the comparison from Gaddis to Gidry. Why are we comparing offenses? Why are we comparing offenses? So you want Gaddis offense, is what y'all fools are saying. Okay. Because you damn fools wanted his offense, but let's not forget now. This is the same offense. We didn't score a touchdown in 9 quarters. Okay? So let's not do that. Let's not compare. This is like apples to oranges. There's no need for that. The only thing you need to worry about is making adjustments. We have an OC and a DC that will make adjustments if need be. Okay? Not sit there and be stubborn and sit in the old man ass ways. Okay? So let's just cut the narrative. Let's just focus on the win. Let's just worry about what we got in front of us. Let's just worry about the next opponent. And for us having a short week the way that we did, I think 48-7 was a pretty nice score comparing us having a short week. Don't y'all think?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
you got some Kane fans out there that they'll never be happy. But I'm just happy that we're 3-0. Okay, let's just focus on what we gotta focus on, and go from there. And that's pretty much it. I give the overall, I give it a B plus. That's what I do. But they do need to make changes. They do. And other than that, I'm satisfied with it. Let's just keep it moving. One game at a time. Let's not overlook nobody. Respect the opponent. Handle our business. Beat them. Move on. Who's to say what we gonna look like at the end of the season if we keep that type of mentality, if we keep that same mind focus? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's all we gotta do. You know, I really think they can do. But D, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, like Frankie, do something. Hey, yo, from that rant that I had like 2 weeks ago, yeah, my mama had heard that. How she heard it, I don't know.
What?
And all she said was, yeah. And all she said was, I was like, yeah. She like, I heard what happened. I said, well, what? Weren't you going to like a podcast or something? I said, yeah. She was like, you are your father's son. That's all I can say. I'm like, all right. She was like, he was the same way. I said, well, that's good. Then I made Pops cry. You know, but other than that, that's all I got, man. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man, because I'm gonna get ready to go to work. Because 4:30 do come early. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man, and I'm gonna be listening to the rest of the show though.
All right, man.
Y'all fellas have a good night.
All right, love you, Chris K, man.
You
Appreciate
too,
the call,
Chris.
bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Later. Chris K.
It's you talk, baby.
That's what's up, man. Chris, I didn't mean to put you on Front Street, man. I just do some promos and stuff, man, and take some clips out the show, man, and that was hilarious, man. So I put it up there. So tell Mama I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to put you out there like that. But
This went viral, bro.
Right. Let's get back to it. I think I asked a question about the defense, man. So what were you guys' thoughts on the defense, man? As far as how they look, the young guys. What did y'all think, man? Magic said that we need a little work. I think so. There's some things that's gotta get cleaned up. Me and Ghost was talking about that too in pregame. But overall, man, I'm the same way. I think I give them a B plus as well. I mean, like you said, it was a short week. I thought the guys were sharp and they didn't come out and they didn't lay down. So talk to me, Frank. I'll go to you, go to Ghost, and I know Ghost got to get out of here in a little while, man. So we'll just go around the room and then go to AO, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna give them a B plus as well. I mean, the one score that was given up, that wheel route, that's something they've had trouble defending for years. I don't know if it's just that they don't prepare to see those types of plays. I don't know if that's a play that maybe isn't used as much as it was in the previous years. But, overall, they still the thing that I didn't like, if you recall, and this is when I started watching the game. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. I was on the road, so I caught it after halftime. But when I started watching the game, I saw when Bethune came out after halftime, and they started moving the ball a little bit. Now, they didn't score, which, the mission is to not allow a score. But I don't want to get it to the point where we're getting close to field goal range or getting in that red zone where those scoring opportunities could come. I'm a little concerned with chunk plays. And I noticed with them that it was a lot of underneath stuff that was being completed. A mobile quarterback is, I don't know what the problem is, but it's something about mobile quarterback play that always gives this defense problems. I don't know what it is. And I'm not going to say that he can hit a home run and hit a touchdown or nothing, but there was a lot of second and long and third and long situations, and he was able to get chunk plays like 7-8 yards, and I don't know, that's one of the things that concerns me, because when you see a better mobile quarterback, I mean, let's just call it what it is. You don't want to have that kind of option and that kind of availability for Jordan Travis. You don't want it, because if the Bethune quarterback could do the little bit that he did, Jordan Travis, that could get ugly. So just to sum it all up real quick, overall, Defense is overall better than it has been, but it still has some work to be done. And I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to add before I toss it off. I'm seeing a lot of people getting upset, and Mr. Magic alluded to it, Chris alluded to it, but I've seen a lot of people getting upset because many of the fans in the fan base were actually calling certain things that didn't work out or didn't look right or that could be worked on. And the thing that drives me, we talked about this with AO last week on your show. The thing that drives me is, at what point are we going to stop being feel-good fans just for the W and not call out or not be honest about, the negative stuff? Because I've always said, the negative stuff, I'm not going to overlook the negative stuff, because the negative stuff can come back and bite you if not addressed and not fixed in later games. There's nothing wrong with criticism. We talked about criticism versus bashing on the Miami Mayhem show last week.
Yep.
It's not bashing. It's just calling what you see. So, I just got a problem with that. I'm sorry. I'm going to call what I see. And if I see, where there's some problems here and there, hey, I'd rather call it out and it get fixed than to not say nothing and be happy for a dub. And in the back of my mind, because it's like if you see something, say something, right? So in the back of my mind, if I know something's not right, I don't say nothing. And it's just anything in life. And if something happens where I could have said something to possibly shed light to the situation, now I'm going to feel bad. So that's something, exactly. Chris Kane, put it up there, Devin. Put it up there. Accountability. Right there. That's what it's all about. I'm done.
Go ahead, Ghost.
Defensive wise, we spoke this in the back room. Got to contain the edges. That's one problem I see. We don't contain the outside edge. We get beat there a lot. And one thing Guidry is doing that I don't really like it too much, and it's dropping these defensive ends to cover. Drops these defensive end, and he's doing it once too many times in the game for me. So, but like I said, we got great offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and I think they're smart enough where they got a couple weeks to get it straight before that tough schedule comes in. You know what I'm saying? And I know somebody earlier, Fila, said that she's not taking the game by game, or he's not taking the game by game. Sorry. I'm taking the game by game. Now you got your first road game, so you got to see how we come out. I think we dominate Temple, right? But it's your first road game. This is where AO was talking about that we might come out kind of slow or this and that, what we've seen in the past, and it might be slow for them to get it going. So hopefully that's not something we see. They come out, dominate, starters do their thing, get out, no injuries, done deal. Then you got a bye week. And that's the tricky one. Because if we go back to the last 6 years, every time we come off a bye week, we get an L. We barely win. We always look like trash. So that's why I don't overlook all these teams, and I can't just say, I'm waiting on North Carolina. Yeah, hey, there's a great chance that we're 5-0 going into that North Carolina game. But you know what? The players got to do what they got to do on the field and show up. So I need to see that game by game, especially off that bye week. So, but other than that, man, I think our defensive coordinator is going to make adjustments. I think we'll be all right. Like Larry Frank said, it is better than what we have seen. So that's something to look forward to,
Mm-hmm.
But AO, give us your thoughts, man. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I love what you guys pointed out. I think my big thing I've noticed about Miami teams in the past is communication. I think you can beat Miami if they lack communication. Doesn't matter our skill sets. Doesn't matter how much we talent-wise are better than them. We lack communication on the field. That's why Cam is so pivotal, because he is the calm for the whole group, where you see him shout and everybody turns right to him, and when he's not in that game, like you guys kind of pointed out, he's that gel, and all of a sudden the gel's not there, and people are yelling, but you kind of saw a little bit of mistrust. If JW was throwing something out there, people were a little hesitant to go where he was kind of pointing them to go. And I think you get that with this game where you're able to have that film. You know, you're able to have that growth session. You really need to get other guys to step up into that communication role. And also for guys who weren't listening to kind of be like, okay, I almost got burnt on this play. You were right. That's on me. And I think like you guys said, yes, they have to continue to have those reps so they can have that continuity with one another. The other thing too is, let's just be real. The past Miami Hurricane teams weren't teams. They were a bunch of individuals that were playing for themselves, and that was it. And if you stuck one, you could stick them all, you know, and they weren't a unit. So I think the biggest thing I'm going to look for in this next week is communication on both sides of the ball, because we now see that TVD took that leap where all eyes are on him. You know, and even for Cohen and Lee kind of getting you back and forth in the huddle, right then and there, TVD stops it all, gets them refocused, and they break the huddle. Where that's exactly what you got to do. If you're going to be a QB, you want to get to the NFL mode, one of the biggest things they look for is leadership. You got to have that, you know, where it's not a passable thing. You have a running back in the playoffs in the NFL being your lead. It's a QB. It's, you know, live and die with the QB. So offensively, I think they made a big jump. Defensively, fix up the communication and, you know, get the gel going.
Definitely. It's a Friday night. You on with You Talk.
It's You Talk, baby.
We got our special guest, man, our brother, man, from another mother. A.O. Rant is in the building with You Talk from the Miami Mayhem show, man. Blessed to have him on the show tonight, man. 48-7. And we seen the touchdown get scored late by Bethune-Cookman. We got a phone call. I think Magic got something else to say, y'all. I think there's Magic.
Told y'all, it ain't always just one call.
It's You Talk. I think this Mister. Is this our guy?
What's up, man? I'm sorry, bro.
No, you're good.
This Magic once again, bro.
You're good.
It's two things I forgot. We also got to stop catching the ball inside the 10-yard line, man. On punts and kick. I mean, on punts, you can't. You supposed to let the ball go. What's up with that? That's gonna come back to bite us. And the other thing is this. Y'all was talking last week about Michael Irvin and Sapp being over there in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to Caneville the other night, and they said that the red carpet ain't rolled out for them boys. You know how they should be at the UM. Some of them boys wanted to be like coaches, GAs or whatever, and Mario ain't want to let them. They want to come back and help, but they ain't invited. So they going over there to make Colorado the next UM. I don't like that, but I want to know what y'all boys think about that.
Well, I don't know enough about Mario. I can't speak for. I'll let everybody else go around. I know the previous person that was there didn't want a lot of the players that was there around, but I don't know about this regime right here. So I defer to Ghost, and if anybody else got any insight about it, y'all go ahead. That's his question.
Yeah, because he was talking about that, bro. D was adamant about that they ain't want him around. They don't want him around. That was one of the reasons why Ed Reed left. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't have them around? We need them boys. I just want to know what y'all boys think. And, I appreciate y'all taking my second call. I ain't holding up nothing. I'm out.
Are you good?
Just,
all right.
Just something to think about, bro.
Right.
Y'all boys give me y'all answers.
I think Mario
I'm a
Mario
legend.
doesn't have that. Mario doesn't have that issue. He actually likes for all these guys to come back. But we bring up that he brought up that Ed Reed thing. I think Ed Reed, it was a little more than that. There was a couple confrontations with him and the DC last year on the sideline, where either the cornerback coach would say something, defense coach would say something, and then you would see Ed Reed pull the kid from the side and be like, "Hey, don't listen to me. This is what I do. What I'm telling you." So you had that confrontation, and eventually he took that Bethune-Cookman job, and that's what really got him out the door. But he's always been able to come back, and you've seen Ed Reed there before he was even assigned a specialist on the team. We used to see him. So, but I don't think when Mario, he likes all the guys, and a bunch of practice, a bunch of these old guys have been on that side, in practice, giving their opinions and this and that. Now, if you're gonna, like he said, if you're gonna want to come in here and want to coach, well, that's what he's got his coaching staff for. You can give your opinion, but they might listen to it, take it along, but he's got his coaching staff that he trusts, and that's what they're gonna roll with. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be an alumni coming in and give your 2 cents, Mario's going to listen. But at the end of the day, he's got his coaching staff. But if you want to come in here and try to override somebody who has that job, that's where you might have your issue. So, like I said, I haven't heard none of that. And I've seen a bunch of these guys at practice. But if Warren Sapp and Michael Irvin want to go help Dion, man, hey, go ahead. Go do your thing, baby.
That's what's up. Caller, you on with Utah. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, what's up, fellas? You already know who it is.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna let the man know. I got a new. Hey, I got a hell of a. Hold on, hey, I got a hell of an announcer, man. Come here, Larry Frank. Talk to him. Get into him, Frank. I got a hell of an announcer, man. Watch this. Come on with it, Frank.
Coming to the stage. It is the wine drinking, cigar lighting, laid back, slot machine winning.
Come on,
man. President of Mobile, Alabama, and all points in between. Give it up for BMF Mac.
I like that Mayhem show. I appreciate what you do. You talk. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, B-Mike? What's good?
We chilling, big. What's that?
You know what I'm doing. I'm on the back deck. I got the cigar and I got the Manhattan chilling.
Okay.
Chilling with ice. I'm about to get at it. But I had to give you boys a call, man. I would have called last week, but I was at work. But you know how they go. First off, I'm gonna start off by saying I like what the guys doing, man. I can appreciate that win. Like I told you guys the last time I talked to you guys, man, a change is coming. You just got to be patient. I told y'all when we played against Texas A&M, I told you that quarterback was going to throw 2 picks. All you have to do is go back and watch film. As long as when pressure, I told you pressure busts a pipe. Pressure busts a pipe. That kid was rattled like a baby shaker. He didn't know what the hell was going on. Now I heard some of the early callers and I've been feeling the same way. Larry, I like your defense. I like it. I don't know the name. So you gotta excuse me. But Gidry, you gotta fix that defense, baby. I don't like them wheel routes. I don't like that. That's almost like saying, here you go your free first down. No, we got to fix that. Now, I will say this in his defense, and I think everybody is overlooking something. Here's why I take it a game at a time. We only played 3 games. Let me say it again. We only played 3 games. The first game, the competition was just not there. The second game, we got them shook. And they caught us in that wheel route one time when they what's the linebacker? I get them brothers last night, Mr. 51. He got caught slipping. Marinoa got caught slipping. And the old boy got out the backfield for that touchdown. Last night, I seen it again. I think what's going on, and Ghost said it early, you're doing too many blitzes. And you blitzing a little bit at the wrong time. I understand you're trying to get pressure on the quarterback, but sometime on them third downs, man, you got to let them linebackers sit out there in coverage to cut that wheel right off. Or you got to bring that other safety down to kind of help with that, because you blitzing too many guys. And like they say, what happens if you don't get home? And eventually, somebody gonna catch you slipping. But to bag it up, like I said, we played 3 games. Now, if I was a betting man, and I am, Gildry has seen that. But I want y'all to be aware of something. We play Temple next week, and we play Georgia Tech. He is going to put something in the game plan to tease that wheel route. Watch what I tell you now. But I think the only reason why he's not teasing it right now because of the level of competition. True, we played against Texas A&M, but Texas A&M didn't really throw the ball. Their mindset was to run the ball. They just thought they was going to dominate our defensive line. So if you pay attention, when they started throwing the ball, they had to start throwing that ball downfield to try to catch up. They did that wheel route late in the game. I think what he's really doing is holding back a little bit of that playbook, so by the time we get to North Carolina and we really get into the meat of this schedule, everybody that's seen that play, they're going to try it, and it's going to get picked. So you got to give people fool's gold when the competition is not there. So if I'm not playing a big opponent, and I know everybody's, he's got to do this, he got to do this. Chill out, man. Get a man. The man know what he's doing. Because I can guarantee you, everybody's been talking about how the offense been lighting it up. He hearing that shit. Now, you got to understand, we had some players out last night. And you had a lot of guys in there that ain't really been playing, but they got out there and they did what? Their assignment. Now, I don't know if you guys seen it last night, but I did. One of those plays, I think, when one of the linebackers come up and they hit the quarterback and he fumbled. I don't know who the hell Gildry was talking to, but his ass took off on that field. Soon that play was over and he started chewing somebody's ass out because they was in the wrong spot or whatever. And I said, okay, he watching. Now, I'm going to say this to all my fans, and this is why I say I take this one game at a time. Miami fans, calm the F down. We 3-0. We good. But calm down with all this hype, too. Because I can guarantee you Mario got them kids on a straight and narrow path, and he don't want them buying into all this hype. He don't want them buying into it because that's how you lose. But I will say this. Think about this for a minute. Do you guys want a good team or you want a good organization? Because I'm finna show you the difference. You can have a good team and they can be on SportsCenter every goddamn Saturday. But when the rubber really meets the road, they're gonna collapse. But if you got a good organization, and when the rubber meets the road, they showed you that against Texas A&M, they're gonna man up and they're gonna kick ass. And there's a difference. I went to a party for that Texas and Alabama game. And there was some guys in there talking. They was like, we see it. I know you see it. They're paying attention now. Look at all these teams around the country, man, that are good teams but not good organizations. Do you think them guys going to win the games that everybody hyping them up to win? Fuck no. Because they're not a good organization. Organizations start from the top and works its way down to the bottom. That's accountability. You can look good and beat these little mediocre teams, but when it's time for your team to be an organization, they're not gonna stand up. Miami has been a team for years, and look where the hell it got us. But now that we have somebody in here that is building an organization, these guys are thinking different. They're playing different. They are hungry. So that's why I say just calm down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. It's going to be all right. Because I want an organization. I don't want no goddamn team. Teams ain't been doing shit for Miami the last few years. I want an organization. Look at Clemson. Yeah, that was a team/organization, but that shit falling apart fast. Went to that Bama game. Everybody, oh, that's Bama, that's Nick Saban. Yeah, but that coaching staff sucks. That coaching staff ain't hitting no shit at Bama. And everybody knows it. Look at Georgia. That's an organization. Because why? He had to build his shit the way he wanted it. Damn, a team. He got to the championship, 2-3 times with a damn team. But he had to go back in the lab and realize, man, I got to make this an organization. This man even talk about how the damn cafeteria people feed his players. That's the kind of shit I want. I don't just want no one-hit wonder. You seen what happened to TCU ass last year? That was a team. It ain't no organization. They're getting their ass kicked now. Because why? You did not build anything, or your foundation was not built to have an organization. Everybody was built off team hype and all that. And I hate to say it, and I'm just going to keep it real. Look at Florida State. Everybody, Florida State good. Okay, we're going to find out in a minute. That's a team, that's not an organization. Like I told y'all guys a couple of weeks ago, look on that team and tell me anywhere on that team that you got players that's coming in that's been top recruits and they contributed to that team. And if you find one, I'll give you $100 because it ain't now, no now. All those guys out there are transfers. That's not an organization, man. That's a goddamn team. Because when them transfer leaves, what your ass gonna do? You're gonna go back to being the same old sorry ass Florida State. It's just you the team that they can hype. Let's not forget now, we did that shit in 2017. We was the hype team. We was the team with the damn turnover change and the damn turnover range. That was a team. That wasn't no damn organization, man. It's different now. And that's what I like about it. These guys playing like a team now. They're not playing like individuals. When you playing like individuals, that shit show. It show. So everybody just calm down, let it do what it do. And like I say, and I read in the chat when they said, no, we waiting on North Carolina. Man, I ain't studying North Carolina right now. That shit 2-3 weeks away. I don't give a damn about North Carolina. I want us to go up to the Temple and impose our will on Temple. Let's kick Temple ass next week. I ain't worried about North Carolina right now. We still got to play Georgia Tech. What happens if something don't go right in them games? Then we're going to come back to this same ass conversation. Oh, they got to do this. They got to do that. No, they doing the shit the way it's supposed to play out. Build your foundation. Build your structure. Build your organization. Because the players going to come. They coming. Long as you win. I'm going to say this, and the shit blew me out, damn near blew me out the building. How many of y'all think Deion going to be at Colorado next year? How many of y'all think he's going to be in Colorado next year?
I'll take the bait. I'll take the bait. I think he's got 2 years. I think after next year he's out. But what we got?
No, he ain't. If Colorado, I had a guy tell me this. He said, "Man, if Deion win 8, I ain't gonna even say 8. If Colorado go between 6-7 wins, and that team is competing, he will not be in Colorado next year. Pay attention. He will not be there. I know 2 teams right now that got him number 1 on the list right now if the shit don't go right. Michigan State and Texas A&M. Remember I told y'all that. Michigan State want another coach that's clean with no baggage. Dion don't have any baggage. He clean. And everything that's going on at Michigan State right now with this scandal with Mel Tucker, Dion will go there and turn that shit around just like 9 days with a big ass contract. Everybody keeps saying, oh, they got to pay Jimbo such and such. Man, these people are ready to pay whatever Jimbo's buyout is if his ass does not compete. Coming into the second half of the season, his ass is gone. And everybody think, oh, boy, gonna come out that skybox and he finna start coaching. Pump your brakes. Texas A&M got to get relevant because Texas is going to the SEC next year. And I'm just gonna keep it real. If they put Dion down there in Texas A&M, he gonna have a field day down there recruiting. He gonna have a field day down there. And when we beat Miami, the person I know that's on that staff text me, sent me a text. Man, you was right. I know. I told you. They got out-muscled. They was not ready for that. Jimbo thought Miami was the same Miami when his ass left Florida State. That's why if you pay attention to them lies he's been telling and all them goddamn excuses, he thought it was just going to be we're going to go down here, we're going to beat Miami because we got this. No. The person said, hey, they looking good, man. I know, because it's an organization. It ain't just a team no more. Ain't no, I'm better than this person. Ain't no getting on Twitter after games and shit showing your only, ain't all that's over with, bro. We got an organization now, and that's what I like. And all this stuff about why players ain't coming back. Hey, look, man, damn all that shit, man. Y'all want to go out there and kick it with Dion? Go. Shit, if I feel right one weekend, goddamn it, me and my brother, we might shoot the goddamn Colorado. What that mean? That don't mean shit. We got to stop doing this to ourselves, man. Every time somebody don't show up to the game, they ain't from the... Nah, man, these people got lives. They got shit they got to do. You can't get mad at these folks for not showing up at these games. And I'm like this here. Mario know what he trying to do because the minute something don't go right, he gonna take the hit for that shit. It ain't gonna be no Warren Sapp and no damn Michael Irvin. He gonna take a hit for that shit. It ain't gonna even be no Ed Reed. I love them cats, man. I love them cats for what they did for the youth. But, man, goddamn, man, it's 2023. Man, leave that shit in the water, bro. Nobody want to hear that shit. I want to hear that.
Thanks.
Build your organization, bro. That's the only way this program going to get back to where it need to be. Let him work, man. Let him work. Build. Because guess what? Deion Sanders building too. And then let's go even deeper. Y'all talking about the red carpet and shit. Dion ain't hired Warren Sapp. He ain't hired Michael Irvin either. His staff is already intact. And then you got to just like I think that was Ghost was saying. The first time they start interfering, he ain't gonna invite their ass out there no more. Watch. Because you know why? He hired the coaches that he wanted. They're there to do a goddamn job. And when it start taking a hit, well, you know, he had such and such on the sideline telling the player this. Man, fuck all that. You don't need all that. You don't need all that humbug, man. We trying to build something over here. And once we get right, if y'all want to come to the game, yeah, we'll give you a pass to come on the sideline, but we don't need you coaching. We're gonna need you to stay your ass over there inside that 10 and that 20-yard line around that white line. I don't need you over here because we over here working right now. And you gotta respect that shit, bro. You got to respect that. So all this worrying about why Warren Sapp and Michael Irvin and Ed Reed and all these cats ain't on the sideline, hey man, I don't know shit. And don't care. And I ain't taking nothing away from y'all. Y'all built to you, and I get it. But y'all gotta respect the fact that this man got a job to do. We paying this man $80 million, bro. I want it all. I don't need no goddamn sideline hustlers, player. I need this man to coach, and I need these players to perform, and I need them to stay focused just like he got them. And I wanted to stay that way. I don't need all this, and I get it. when y'all was here, y'all did y'all thing, and I appreciate you, and I love you, and I'm going to root for you, and you the shit, man. But look here, man, we in 2023. We trying to get back to the championship, and the only way we're going to do this, man, we got to run this shit like an organization, man. We can't be opening these doors, letting in and everybody come on the sideline doing all this bullshit. Man, we got these boys focused. We want them to stay focused. We got shit we trying to do, and if you can't respect that, man, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, player. That's just keeping that shit 100. So at the end of the day,
gosh!
It is what it is. No hard feelings, bro. No hard feelings. But this business right here, that shit you talking about is pleasure. I ain't got time to deal with that. So let the man do his job. Let these players buy into what they got them buying into. And let's win some games. Shit, what you think Deion doing? Deion doing that too. He ain't calling them guys every weekend. Shit, he got to get them ball ready to play. All these coaches got to do that. We got to get away from that nonsense, man. We've been doing nonsense for too long at Miami, man. That shit over with, bro. It's over. And if it ain't what you want, shit, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
E-Mac, let me ask you a question right quick.
Yes.
I'm going to flip gears a little bit because you in Alabama. I know you know a lot of people that know a lot of people. Is there any truth to the rumors? Because I read, I'm on the road, so I'm all over the place right now. But I read that Nick Saban is seriously contemplating retirement. Have you heard any truth to those rumors?
It's okay. This what's going on. Nick Saban just brought a fat ass crib down there in Florida. Now, right now, don't ask me why he doing this shit, but he doing this shit every week, once a week. Once a week he doing a show. I can't think of the old boy name, but he got a show called Sit Down with Coach or Sit Down with Nick Saban. I think it's on Thursdays. Where he going to talk to old cat. I think he be on the game day. Now, word on the street, his wife want him to get ready to shut it down. That's what I was told. I was told this last weekend. Last weekend. His wife want him to shut it down. I think that's Jasper. Florida down there, Ghost. He just brought I think he spent I'm talking about some big money on a fat crib down there. Now everybody like, well, damn, why he buying that? Shit, because he finna retire. He finna retire. And that what you heard, that was probably true. They said they think he thinking about hanging it up 1-2 years. And then, come on, dog. Y'all know Nick Saban, man. I'm just gonna keep it real. I respect the man. I think he a hell of a coach, hell of a recruiter. He the man. You mean tell me y'all don't know there's nothing different about Nick? Man, if you'd have seen the look on that man's face when they got their ass whooped Saturday, man, shit, you could have brought Nick Saban there for $1. That man, he got it, but he don't got it. When somebody come in there and they take everything you done built, that's why I say organization. They come in there to your organization and take all your shit, pick your players, and then, by the way, before I leave, hey, I'm going to take a picture of all your damn recruits you got. Click, chick, 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 ching. I'm going to take a picture of all the damn recruits you trying to get before I go to Georgia. And I'm finna go over there and tell them what the fuck I want to know and tell them what's going on. And I'm haul ass. And by the way, I'm finna pick your goddamn staff. And I'm gonna take everything that I know that you do at Alabama. I'm finna take that shit to Georgia. But I'm gonna take it another level. And I'm gonna kick your ass every time I see you. And then pay attention to the hires. Oh, man. What I heard, man, they say that coaching staff is the shit. It's straight garbage. They say they ain't recruiting like they used to up there no more. And see, here's the thing that I think that got Miami. These 5-star will only choose your ass because of your name and what they know you used to do. That machine got some problems, bro. Some major problems. It ain't what it used to be up there no more. Mm-hmm. You're not getting the same caliber. You're not getting the same caliber 5 stars, and I think everybody's not paying attention to that. That's why I don't get caught up in that recruiting shit. Oh, Alabama getting this 5-star. They get, yeah, but go do your homework on that 5-star they just got. The level of competition that 5-star they just got is probably, they probably playing goddamn all girls school, wherever the hell they getting that 5-star. They ain't playing no goddamn body. They playing all girls school. And that shit showed Saturday. Man, if you watch that game, Texas dominated their ass in the trenches. I'm talking about dominated. And I'm sitting up here looking at these people like, yeah, that shit is falling right now. Y'all about to take some L's. And the next one that's gonna give them an L is gonna be Lane Kiffin. Because why? You got Golden, who was just on your staff, coaching your defense. He over here with Lane and a couple more of your other coaches. And now they finna come back there. And see, that's the thing. Stark knew he knew what he had when he went up in there. And I know this is a Miami show, but I'm just finna show y'all something. Go look at that Texas staff, man. I say about 80% of that staff used to be with Nick Saban. The defensive line, that defensive line that was causing all that hell to your offensive line, oh, that was Bo Davis. You remember you got rid of Bo Davis? Stark said, hey, come on down here to Texas. And they went right up in Tuscaloosa and they manhandled your ass. So, yeah, it's some truth to it. And I hate to say this, but we all know you can't stay in the spotlight too long and you ain't gonna stay at the top. Your ass must fall. That's why I'm telling everybody, man, let Mario build this thing and get it back up. Because trust me, and it had been said to me, and it was said Saturday night, when Miami get back up to get back on top, man, it's gonna take a goddamn crane that they don't even build to knock them, to get them back down. Because they already know once Miami get the rolling, man, college football going to a whole nother level. I get it with Georgia, and see, that's the thing. You got to stay consistent with this shit, and that's what got Clemson fucked up right now. Man, Clemson don't even look like the same team. You ain't got the same caliber of players. Man, that shit look like straight doo-doo. So when your ass come down at the Hard Rock, pack your lunch, because we going to kick your ass too. I'm waiting. That's the one I'm waiting on when you come now. But I ain't finna jump ahead, but I do want to kick your ass, Dabo. I do want to kick your ass when you come to Hard Rock. But Temple, y'all on the goddamn clock. And we coming. And we coming. But I done said enough. I'm finna go fix me another goddamn drink. And like I tell y'all boys, after every time after speaking with y'all, may God bless you guys and bless your fam. And until we meet again, take it easy. I'll holler.
He might.
BMF and Mac.
I'm gonna holler at you. Stay up, baby.
All right, brother.
Take it easy, bro.
It's you talk, baby.
He always bringing that heat, man. Great points, bro. He always bringing great points. I mean, he's right. Team versus organization. You could see that. You could really see it, and I think the organization is starting to be put together. Remember what they always said: the biggest jump in a coach's success or a coach's failure is year 1 to year 2. You could always tell year 1 to year 2. Year 1, you may either have a bad year, a mediocre year, or maybe a surprise year. But look at year 2. Mel Tucker, year 1, won 10 games. What happened year 2? Michigan State fell off. So, hopefully, and I think year 2 for Miami is turning into that big step where Mario goes up there. So, great point, B-Mac. What up,
Great
Nassau?
point. Great point. Nassau Jones, what it do? What's going on, man? George, I want to say I appreciate you staying on because I know I know, man, and I'm finna get ready to wrap it up, man. We ain't gonna stay on long tonight, y'all. Ayo, I want to thank you for coming on, and I want you too to let the people know, man, where they can find you at, man. Give your handles, man, and Tell everybody, man, where they can catch up with AO the Miami Mayhem show, man, because I watched it. It was one of my favorite shows. So talk to them, man, and let them know what's going on, bro.
Yeah, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for letting me jump on with you guys. I sat back and literally made notes from what everybody was saying. I love what everybody was bringing up today. I think you guys brought up great points about, organization versus just a company. I think perfectly you guys kind of spoke on it, and being realistic, I think Colorado is still up in the air. I think Miami's trending a little bit better than Colorado. But for us on the Miami Mayhem show on Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern is going to be our recap show. Kind of something, similar where it's just me and Lex, and we're going to be talking about the game going forward, the game that we just saw, kind of what we expect to see. But on Saturday, y'all were there, and we didn't get the whole party going yet. We're doing a tailgate show that basically has a little bit of everything for everybody. We're going to have Lex at the actual tailgates. He'll be at Temple, so we'll be doing the tailgate for Temple as well. So we basically give a drink out on Thursdays, an appetizer on Thursdays, and then Saturday we flip it. We all make it, we all drink it, and we're having a party, man. It's got to be a good time. Us at home, people at the stadium, it's got to be a whole vibe. That's something we got to create as a culture for each other. Is united we go. And I think that's a huge testament to what you guys were kind of talking about with the mentality that Miami's got to have. It starts with us too. Is what do we pass around? Is it can be clickbait that we see of knocking our team down, and like everybody mentioned, people see us coming. Don't let the hype fool you about what other teams are saying or doing. Miami's coming the right way, and it will take a whole crane to knock it down, because that's why Nick Saban bought part of that mansion, was to recruit in Miami. That was supposed to be a fortress for him, and now suddenly, fortress a little rocky. So I think be patient, enjoy it, build it the right way, and then go support at the stadium, here, watching all the shows. Support's always key.
Most definitely. Hey, Utah family, Kane Nation, man. Give it up for our boy, Mr. A.O. Grant, man. Show now, man. Love his show, man. Y'all go over to support him. We're gonna go around the room and let everybody get their departing words. Larry Frank, I'll start with you and go to Ghost, because I gotta get him up before my sister killed me.
Yeah, man. Look, ain't too much more I need to say, man. Shouts out to you, AO. Thank you for joining us, man. Enjoyed having you on with us tonight. We enjoyed being a part of your show last week. And hey, man, we got to do this again sometime. So
absolutely,
most definitely. But like I always say, man, please like and subscribe, spread the word, let everybody know about U-Talk. If you know somebody, tell somebody. Same thing with AO, Miami Mayhem, Miami Flow Network. If you know somebody, tell somebody. It's all love with this Miami thing, man. This is what it's all about. Everybody giving their opinions and being able to chime in. So do that. Go back and check us out on all podcasts, Rocket Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Catch U-Talk. Catch us on YouTube. You got to rewatch, all of that good stuff. Hey, man, I just love being a part of this, and I just love the callers, and I just love the interaction and the reactions that we get. And hey, man, thankful as always. So until next time, everybody be safe, and I'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Like Larry said, I ain't got too much to say. AO, man, appreciate your time. And callers, always great calls. That's what we're here for. Remember, U-Talk, speak your mind, baby. Whatever you want to say, you can say it on this show. So thanks for everyone who called in today. D, you want me to do what some of the fantasy guys wanted to do about say the scores or whatnot?
Yes, please do. Yes, sir.
All righty. So we're gonna start. Hey, Larry Frank, can you how do you pronounce your team name here, buddy?
You said it before. You know how to pronounce it.
Why you playing with me? Utah.
It's Bayou Killers. Get it right,
Utah,
man.
baby.
Bayou Killers. Bayou Killers.
Oh man, you
beat
had
Devin's
a look.
team. Utah. But he only won.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Let's not.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers getting out for the season saved me, boy. Barely.
Hurricanes NFLU beat Cowboys Blue 141-94. Jays Cats beat Kane Mom 30, which is, for those of you who don't know, that's Andy Borregales' mom. So she's on our fantasy football league, which is kind of cool. Asuka beat Pylon Your Mom 158-82. Team Tupamela beat GTE 23 114-77, and Deshaun Don't Touchdown there beat Black Raid 139-84. Hey yo, that's my team, by the way. Deshaun Don't Touchdown down there.
And real quick, Ghost, I'm gonna tell you something. Don't get excited. I peeped you last night with TJ Hawkinson. Hey, I peeped you last night with TJ Hawkinson. You know, with them 2 touchdowns. Don't get too excited, bro. I ain't gonna lay down, bro. Me and you this week. I ain't gonna lay down.
You're already losing. You got to catch up.
That's all right. We got games to play on Sunday. I also see you show you sat Kenny Pickett too. I see what you did, huh?
I don't trust that boy. Hey,
I hope he throw for 4 touchdowns and your ass is crying on Sunday.
We'll be all right. He's starting in one of my other leagues, so we'll be all right. He's starting in my dynasty league.
I got you.
Hey D.
Yo,
hey
talk
D.
to me. Mm-hmm.
How about JJ, baby?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. I got to give Ghost his props, y'all, because I was going to take Patrick Mahomes. I had the number 1 pick in the league. I had the first pick. So I was going to take Patrick Mahomes. And me and George was in the bike room. We was talking before the draft. And he was like, bro, don't take Patrick Mahomes. Take the best player man on the board. Take Justin Jefferson. I'm like, man, damn it. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes. I don't want Justin Jefferson. And I finally, he convinced me to take him. And let me tell you, he done killed it. I think he got me 29 points the first week. And he got me 25 last night. So I'm beating, I think I'm paying Andy's mom, right? That's what I'm playing. I'm already up, I think, 30, what is it, like 38, 39, 30 to 39 to nothing right now. But, I mean, Justin Jefferson and KJ Osborne went off last night. And he got me like, I think, 12 or 14 points. So I got to give Ghost his props, man, because I was definitely going to take Patrick Mahomes and not Justin Jefferson.
Well, I wish you would have took him because I had second pick. I would have took him if you wouldn't have took him.
I know.
Hey yo, you know about fantasy football?
Yeah, we got about 3. I got him in about 3 leagues right now, and JJ's on 2 of my teams. And Mahomes went 2 in our 1 league, and Kelsey went first in 1 league.
You take Patrick Mahomes in the first round, you already lost.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was crazy.
Early in
because Blaze, go ahead, AO. What'd you say?
I got Mahomes in the second round. I got what did I get? I think I got. I want to say I got JJ in the first, and then I got Mahomes in the second.
And see, it was crazy because I wanted a quarterback, but I'm glad I did take Justin. But the crazy part, I got Derek Carr, and I was telling George I had to let Aaron Rodgers go. I know Blaze loving that. That's why he laughing. I had to let Aaron go, man, and I picked up my guy from the Rams, man, Stafford, man. So I had to get another quarterback, man, but that was the best available, so that's what I took. So it is what it is. We'll see how it goes, man. But let's shout out the chat. Y'all know
real quick before we do that, Brian Sanders had a question for AO. He wanted to know how to join the Discord.
Oh, yeah, just message me on Twitter, AO_ant_rant. I'll get you the link. Otherwise, it's on our Miami Mayhem Twitter page, and it has the link tree. And Linktree has all of our Miami Flow links on there. The Discord chat is the third one down. You just click on it, and it'll take you right to the page to sign up. $8 a month, insane. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well worth it.
Guess who in the chat, y'all?
Bring him. Bring him. Bring him over here. Bring him over here.
Last week, Peanut Oil, but you finally done came by Peanut Oil. But what happened to your Crimson Tide?
Yeah,
and I say you didn't want to show up because you lost, man. We was here when you dragged us all last year when we were 5-7.
Oh yeah.
The whole year, man. So Peanut, man, it felt good to see you get that ass kicked by Texas last year. It felt good.
You got
came on the show though, because we've been waiting to give it to you.
Yeah. You got the right name because your tie got rolled last week, partner. I'm glad you showed up. I
warned you about the left side of your offensive line and that quarterback you had. I warned you.
And your quarterback,
And we all warned you about Kevin Steele, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. Kevin Steele and just effed your defense up. More to come, baby. More to come.
Let's get it back up, man.
And now
Beat up, roll, or tie. What's that?
See, now you see why Alabama went after TVD. Like, people were forgetting that TVD was cold. Like, Bama went after TVD hardcore, and that's why is y'all needed a quarterback.
But you know what though,
we ain't getting the big head. We ain't getting the big head.
You know what though, L? Real quick, I'm wondering if TVD passed on Bama because maybe he had a feeling that they would be garbage.
Yep, they're very.
Saying. I mean, TVD's 3-0. He's undefeated, and Milroe ain't. That's all I'm gonna say. Peanut.
Listen. Oh, look at it. We beat Middle Tennessee.
Here we go.
You can have that one. You can have that one.
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to Peanut Oil, man. You still our brother, man, regardless, man. Alabama Crimson Tide garbage, man. Shout out to Brother Blaze. Be saying it. Come on, roll call, y'all. Let's do it, man. Chris Malone. Let's shout out
Baby Design, Bernard.
Yes.
McKenzie.
Family. Mike, Sherry
Nassau
Lewis,
Jones, Jamal Davis,
Taylor.
Straker, E. Taylor, Derek Alford.
Yes. Daryl Drakeford. Shout out to my boy D. Drake, man. What's up, Drake? Shout out to Daryl Drakeford, man. Shout out to brother Jay Blaze, 5 Rings. Hey, man, it's been real. Be saying it, man. Listen. Oh, man, Miss Frank was in the building. Yes. Chris Kane for life. Shout out to Fiedler, Terry E. Dum Canes Harris, man. What's good? Man on a mission. Mr. Lenoris Murray. Mikes for sure. My mother, Linda English. How you doing, sweetness? Taz Haitian Kane. Derek McCullough, Sherry Lewis, and Just Chase. Shout out to you all, man. So this week we did the recap show for the hype show. Next week, we will not be doing a Monday show. We will come back with the hype show on Friday night for Temple. And then we're going to take a week off after that. So everybody enjoy your week. Your Canes, our Canes are 3-0. You got to love it. So enjoy yourself. College football tomorrow, NFL. I'm trying to get a win, man. My first win against Miss Borgalis. I need you to lose, sweetheart, man. I need my first fantasy win, man. Larry Frank already, man, dogged me out last week. I need a win this week, man. And I'm looking for them Raiders, George Diaz, to go 2-0 this week, Larry Frank, and I need them Steelers to go. And
I'm looking for them Steelers to go 0-2 because we ain't winning shit. I'm calling it just like that. I ain't gonna be one of these.
Tour.
George say tour. So look, man, y'all know how we start every show, and y'all know how we end every show. Hey, yo, you on when you talk, man? You already know how I go. It ain't no us. Let's go, fellas. Without you, baby. And we out, man. We love you guys. Y'all stay safe. Have a great weekend. You already know what it is. It's Utah. We out.
It's Utah, baby.
Pittsburgh Steelers are drafted in the first round. Top overall pick.
Tyler Van